public option or no option. Not so. Texas Senator Kbh Hutchison said there is another option. She joins me now out of Washington. Senator, good to have you.
Thank you, Neil.
What is that other option?
Well, I think we could go back to the drawing boards and do what we need to do to lower the cost of health care coverage, have more people get insurance, and of course, I think we can do that by a bill that I have introduced with Senator DeMint that would give a tax credit to every individual or family of $5,000 for a family, $2,000 for an individual, that they could buy their own health insurance. And we would open it up so they would have more options. And with the pools that are available, you would have the ability to buy your insurance policy and it would be portable. You would own it. You could change jobs. You would not be tied to a job because of health care. And I think that's the answer. And it would be good for everyone. What we need is more people covered. We don't need the government takeover of our health care system that brings down the quality.
All right, but you guys are outnumbered, and soon your fine state is going to be losing you if you move into the governor's mansion. I know you're going to be campaigning for that seat. So
Correct.
You're outnumbered, and it's sort of like Custer for Republicans here, and you can see the arrows and the Indians everywhere. It doesn't look good. So I think it's fair to say, without being disrespectful, Senator, you're not going to get that. So we're going to get something closer to what the president wants, right?
You know, I don't think that's necessarily true, Neil, and I think the uprising that we have seen with the people who were in Washington, D.C. last weekend, that the grassroots movement that we're seeing all over our country, I think the Democrats are listening to them, and I think that's going to make a difference. It's the Democrats that are dragging their feet on this bill because they don't want to lose at the ballot box, and they see that coming.
Well, you might be right, Senator. Here's why I disagree with you.
The approach is so wrong.
All right, I apologize, but here's why I disagree with you. Many Democrats I talked to have said, you know what killed us in 93, 94? We never voted on anything on health care. And so we had this great hoopla and fanfare when Bill Clinton addressed Congress 16 years ago this very month, just like Barack Obama. He had momentum going for it, then it went kaput, and nothing was voted on, and then the House turned. They still expect a midterm loss, but to avoid what would be voter carnage, they think that they've got to vote on health care, even fixing things at the edges. Something is better than nothing. Their something is better than your something, and they'll never see the kind of losses that Democrats took in 94. What do you think of that?
I've never seen a grassroots movement like the one that we're seeing right now. And I think every time Congress has actually done something, like messed around with Social Security, there have been massive losses in the Senate and in the House, and I think that will happen again. I think if they push through something that has a government option or a government subsidized co-op that is a part of the package, I think you're going to begin to see then that grassroots movement go to the ballot box. Because, Neil, if you do something like that, it will take a while to come to fruition, but you're going to drive the insurance companies out of business. You're taxing them, you're taxing people to pay for it in the Senate bill, $3,800 per family tax if you don't have health care coverage. This is going to start resonating with people, and I just don't see how I don't see how the moderate Democrats or the Blue Dogs can let this go through.
Senator, we'll watch closely. Great seeing you again.
Thank you very much.
All right, just because more